For my peer review, I reviewed Kayla, who interviewed choreographer Liz Gehring through their Skype interview. I learned most at her presentation that Liz doesn't really focus on facial expressions, which I find really interesting because we're always encouraged to use our face when we dance. But Liz believes that the movement speaks for itself and that the facial expressions would kind of take away from the overall feel of the piece. Kayla did a very good job delivering what she learned through the interview. I found I learned a lot even though I didn't get a chance to interview Liz directly. I learned that not only does she not really feel the need for facial expressions, but she finds that the use of the space and the use of the dancers in the space is a very important part of her work. She usually works with small groups, focusing on clear lines and the overall structure and the use of the space, which is very similar to the Cunningham technique. So I found that very interesting that she didn't find the need for a very specific narrative, that she felt that the dancers and her movement would speak for itself. I also found that this was a very important experience for Kayla because she usually doesn't communicate one-on-one with choreographers or teachers, but this was a great way for her to learn about Liz and also learn about life as a choreographer and a professional dancer and how that could influence her life. And also gaining the confidence to communicate one-on-one with such an influential person in the dance world. In reference to the entire semester, I believe Kayla has grown a great deal because she has gained the confidence to break out of her usual shell and really trust herself in her own movement, especially with her final piece with the bars. She really took a risk that I don't think anyone else in the room would have taken and chose to express herself as freely as she could.